How is everybody doing today? Well, I should say tonight. It might be day in your area. So whether you're in, whether it's night or day, wherever you are, um, I want to say welcome. Welcome to Geeky Girls Journal. I thank you so much for coming. I see that I already have two people in the chat. Thank you for coming in. Tonight, I just plan to, we're going to have a little bit of fun. That's it. We're going to have a little bit of fun here, you guys. I want you to participate. If you're from YouTube, let me know in the chat. Well, actually, I'll know. And if you're from Facebook, let me know if this is your first time. If this is your first time on YouTube, I'm just glad to see you all here. If you're going to be team replay, make sure you let me know in the comment section after or once you're viewing this video. So today, I thought I'd do something different. This was an impromptu, actually something I've been wanting to do for a while, but just time. And then permit. Hey, Buddha, how are you? Hey, Buddha. Thank you for sharing me out. I really do appreciate it, Buddha. Thank you. So, Buddha and anybody else that joins today, what I'm going to do, and I'm not going to hold everybody long. This will probably be about 40 minutes. Maybe I'll read for a little bit. I'm not going to read the entire book, but I am going to read a part of this book because I've been telling people that I was going to do it. And 'tis the season. You know what? 'Tis the season for giving. It's Christmas. We have how many days left? 22 days before Christmas. So this is a perfect time for me to do this for you all. If you have girls, if you know anybody, happy Saturday. King Morgan, how are you today? If you all see me looking over, that's because I'm looking at my cell phone because the chat in this one is going a little bit slow. So that's why I'm looking over. But welcome to the four of you just here with flu. You had a flu? Oh my goodness, Buddha. I hope you feel better. I'll be praying for you. I want you to get better. King Morgan, thank you. And whoever is in the bushes, thank you for being here. I thank you for being in the bushes. Oh, I absolutely do. If you have anything you want to say, chime in. But as I was saying before, I'm just going to dive into this in a moment. I have my helper today that's here. She may or may not chime in and help us out, but her main goal tonight is to sit over there and be cute. That's what she's going to be. She's going to be a cute, geeky girl over there. And if I need her assistance, we're going to just pull her on in. Oh, yes, we are. So, Buddha, okay, I see, Buddha, that you're saying something. Can you see me, Buddha and King Morgan? Fine. I have it, but showing my support till end. Oh, thank you so much, Buddha. Thank you. Look, lay down, get some rest. Take some, I would say medicine, but I don't say take medicine for everything. Do what you need to do to get better. That's what I'm going to tell you. Do what you need to do to get better. And like I said, I'll be praying for you, Buddha. I want you to get better, and I hope you feel well soon. I thank you for supporting me because the flu can be tough while you're sitting here trying to listen to someone speak. So I really, really appreciate it, and thank you for sharing me out. Oh, okay, yes, you see and hear me fine. Great, because if Buddha can hear me, that means the other three of you can hear me well. So thank you, truly. Oh, you're welcome, Buddha. Yes. No, not right now. Okay. So you all, thank you, Buddha. Thank you, Buddha. Buddha's laughing. Okay. You all, what kind of day have you had? And then I'm going to move right into this book because what I want to do is share the screen. I have a digital copy because we sell digital copies of this book. This is the soft cover. I don't know if you can see it because the lighting, I know you probably can't see it that well because the lighting in here is not that good tonight. Oh, let's see. Oh, there we go. Okay. So the book that I'm holding is the first part. This is Geeky Girls Journal, the books that my husband and I co-wrote. And some of you may remember this story. We wrote these books to encourage our daughters, to remind them of how smart, beautiful. Thank you, Buddha. I see you. Thank you, Buddha, for commenting because now I know what I need to do. But we wrote these books. We co-created these books to remind them of how smart they were and intelligent. My daughters have always been the minority in their school system, and they've run into several different occasions where they were just isolated. and pushed to the side. So we wanted to remind them that they're beautiful, they're unique, they're special, and that they have it going on, that they have it going on, that they are the bomb.com. And you know what? So that's why we wrote these books. And then after we got great responses from our daughters and then nieces, nephews, friends, we got a great response from everybody. So we were like, hey, you know what? Maybe we should put the books out. And, it could help somebody else. You never know. So this is not a how-to book, like how to be how to be confident, but it does have examples that shows you, how to be a confident person. Dreamer, who was the main character in this book, and also dreamers, you all, hey, that's why I named you all dreamers, because all of you are unique, all of you are amazing, all of you are special. So that just kind of reminded me of Dreamer in the book. She's a genius. She's a genius, and she's really, really just loves herself. She loves herself, and she is a reflection of each one of my daughters. And this book was a reminder to them that, like I said, they were the bomb. So I'm going to just read a little bit. I'll let you all, I'll let the book speak for itself. And if you know anybody, this will make a great gift for any middle schooler, any a child is in elementary school. So the target audience is between 8 and 12, but we've had lots of people read these books of all ages. I'm saying from like 5 and up. And then if your child's not a reader, then you read it to them and they'll get something out of it. So, okay, good. Oh, you can't see it, Buddha? Did I miss that? Can you see it now? Okay, so this is part 1. There are 2 parts to it. This is the first part. And so this is part 1. It's called If I Were You, I Want to Be Me Too. Also, see, got my shirt on. Can you all see that? My hair looks like this geeky girl, doesn't it? My hair looks similar to hers in the book. So she was patterned after me as well, because if I'm going to be honest with you, am also, one who, went through a couple things in my life. So I can relate to Dreamer in this book. I can relate to all the girls in the world that go through things and that, need somebody to talk to. So Dreamer is her next best friend. It's anybody's next best friend, because what she's doing is writing her day out in her journal and telling you how things went and how she handled it. And I'm telling you, this book is hilarious. It's hilarious. I'm not even just saying it. Like, I read it and I was laughing. And, just go to geekygirlsjournal.com and check these 2 out. There's a combo, there's a sale. But I'm going to go ahead and start reading so you all can get a good idea of what the book is about. And I'm going to share it on my screen. Hey, Buddha, I still see you there. Thank you, Buddha, for dropping all these comments. You're awesome. You are awesome. Yes, at first couldn't see it, but I can see it. You got bright light on. Okay, it dimmed down. You're good now. Okay, it's dimmed now. I don't know. It's like bright and then not. So if I have to turn off that little lamp that I have over there, I'll do that. If you all need to, if you're able to see me better, I can make some adjustments. Hey, Bud Files, how are you? Thank you for coming in, Bud Files. Thank you so much. And the jewelry spot. Hey, I haven't seen you in a while. I hope everything is well with you. The jewelry spot, how are you tonight? Are you ready for Christmas? Is everybody ready for Christmas? I am. My kids started decorating and putting up the tree and decorating the inside of the house today. So we are pumped. We are in the holiday spirit. Tomorrow we'll probably be decorating outside, but it was raining all day today. And then it decided to kind of stop, maybe an hour or so ago. So they were like moving around, scrambling, but that's all we're here. Hey, Dimps, I see you. Hey, I see you. You came in, Dimps. Hey, Dimps. Thank you for coming in. Thank you so much for coming in, Dimps. So Dimps and the jewelry spot, thank you for dropping that heart, Dimps. What we're going to do is, I talked about these books a while back, but I thought that this was a perfect time because I had never read pieces of it or anything online. So I was like, you know what? I need to get on here so that people can get a taste of what these books are, because me saying something is completely different than you getting the whole experience for yourself. So I'm going for it. I saw that Six Bows must have come in because I missed her name. I missed her. Oh, Miss Key too. Hey, Key. Hey, how are you, Key? Miss Key. Six Bows. I'll start reading at you guys at about 6:10. I just want to make sure I say hello to everybody. Hey, Geeky Girls, Andre, just showing love. Thank you for showing love. I love all the love. Thank you for it. Thank you for all of it. I'll take it. Yeah, Dempsey saying hi. Everybody's speaking. Hey, Miss Key, I see you. Thank you, Key, for coming. I cooked today, Miss Key. No, I cooked yesterday, Miss Key, and I made a lot of food, so I wouldn't have to cook today. So I did it. I prepped. Wait, did I prep, Miss Key? Whatever we did, I'm gonna call it prepping because I made enough for yesterday and today, and we're good. And this is my one of my geeky girls here. You all have seen her before, so she wanted to come in and hang out with mommy. Couldn't stop that, because I'm always a mom, and so she may or may not be reading a page or two. She said that I told her that she was going to read, and she came to try to jump in. So we'll see how she feels. Hi, everybody. I'm getting the tree ready. You getting the tree ready? Yes. Christmas. This is my favorite time of year to decorate you all. If you have not, listen, Christmas is my favorite season, my favorite holiday. That's just point blank, period. Outside of my kids' birthdays and my birthday. I mean, those are holidays too, as far as I'm concerned. So, yes. All right. So, we're going to get ready because Buddha's been here waiting. Buddha's not feeling well. Everybody, please send a prayer out for Buddha that she feels better. She has a flu. And guess what? She's sitting here dealing with me running my mouth during this live. So thank you, Buddha, for being here. Thank you, Miss Key. Thank you, Dimps. Thank you, everybody. Six Bowls, Bud Files, all of you all. Thank you so much for coming in. I'm going to scroll down a little bit to make sure I haven't missed anybody and to make sure that you all are just speaking. I see that Buddha's Journey came in. Hi, good to see you. Welcome. And I see that you shared. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sharon is caring. You need that skill. What's that? The jewelry spot. You need that skill. Yes, if you're talking about cooking and prepping, that is not a skill that I have. I just happen to have gotten it right yesterday. Yeah, Miss Key is giving me tips and pointers. I asked her a couple times how to do things, and she gave me some good tips. And then she went and put some stuff on her channel for me. So I really appreciate that, Miss Key. Yes, you did amazing. Thank you, Miss Key. All right, so I think I'm caught up. So because the meal prep. Okay, yes, the jewelry spot. Jewelry spot, I will not get on here and lie to you. Not today, not any day. But I don't meal prep. I'm not really good at meal prepping. In fact, the part that's hard for me is trying to think about what I want to make. That's the part that's hard. It's trying to figure out what I want to make for the day, for the week. I'm like a day by day person. I sit there and I'm like, what am I going to make? Okay, I guess I'm making this. And then, if I have to go to the store, I'll go. If I don't, I don't. If I have it in my house, then I just make it. But I think that if I were a better prepper, then it may not be so stressful. Like, I really don't like the whole trying to figure out what you have to make to eat and, then cooking it. And now it's later at night, later during the evening, night for me, because I didn't know what I was going to make during the day. So days like yesterday when I knew what I was going to make and I made a lot, enough for 2 days at least. Oh, that's why I'm able to be on this live and do this. So I'm glad. Yep, a white Christmas has been my dream. Can't wait for Christmas in North Carolina mountains. Oh, wow. You're in the mountains. That's going to be beautiful. She's awesome. I think you're talking about Miss Key Buddha. Yep, she is awesome. And so are you. So is Jewelry Spot. No rush. Oh, good. Okay, good. So I can slow it down a little bit. Let me know if I'm going too fast, you all. Just let me know because I don't have to rush through it tonight. I don't have to rush through this. I can take it easy a little bit. I don't want to talk too fast. And then if I'm talking too fast, let me know because I do that. I tend to do that. Me either. Nope. See, we had some in common, Jewelry Spot. What did you make? You never told us. Oh, did you ask me what I made? Okay. So I made ziti. I cooked some chicken breasts in a skillet and they were good. Cause see, everybody in my house likes something different. So I have those of us, me and my daughter, who will eat. We like meat and we'll eat not anything, but we'll eat what we eat. We don't have any rules, is what I'm trying to say. We don't have any rules as to what we're going to eat. Now, we have some pescatarians in here. We have vegetarians. So I have to cook a couple different things differently because people have to eat. So I made ziti. I make stuff I didn't make. So I made vegetables for people who just eat vegetables. I made tacos, and I made 2 different types of meat to put in tacos. So I did chicken breast to go in the tacos, and then I did ground turkey to go in the tacos. So that covered tacos. And then for those who didn't those or the ziti, I made some red lobster biscuits. You know, the ones you can buy in a box, because sometimes my kids just want to eat some bread or a biscuit, and then they'll, eat something on the side. So that's what I did. And people were just kind of getting whatever they wanted to get. So did I answer the question? All right. Okay, Buddha, thank you. Miss Key said yummy. All right, if Miss Key says yummy, I did a good job. I did a good job. So yeah, I made vegetables too. Did I tell you all that? I made vegetables to go with it. Hey, Heather. Shh. Hey, Heather, how are you? Heather, I went to your channel. I don't know. I was commenting on stuff. I don't know if you saw me, but I didn't see I did this, of course, before I saw your comment, but I didn't see the short that you were talking about. So if you get a minute, just, I don't know, tag me or something, or put it on a community wall, whatever you can do with it so I can see it, or tell me which one it is and I can just go find it myself. Yes. Huh? Oh yeah. See, I had somebody asking my red lobster biscuits now. All right, so 10 thumbs up. Thank you for the 10 thumbs up. Thank you, Heather. Okay. Thank you, Heather. Buddha. Buddha said that's a feast. Wow. I know. Buddha, I know I'm turning really light again. It's that light is trying to adjust, but I'm not sure why it's doing that. I might have to turn it off. If it's bothering you all, let me know. I'm not sure why it does that. Sometimes you have to sit up. You can't do that. Okay, so I lost my train of thought. What was I saying? Oh yeah, that's a feast. Yeah, because it has to be. I have, 7 people over here to feed daily, so that's what we're doing. Okay, let's see. That's the feast. So because I'll tweet it to you so you get. Okay, yeah, do that. Thanks. Yeah, I'll get it. I'll get it through. If you tweet it, I'll get it. Thank you. I appreciate you going the extra step, Heather. And ornate glass window. Okay, I'll look for that too. Okay, go ahead. See you. Go ahead. Okay, I had to take a pause for the call. All right, go ahead. You can go. Okay, you guys, are you ready? Are you all ready to hear a couple of the pages? Let me know if that glow is bothering you, because it's kind of doing something. I'm not sure how it's translating on your end, but let me know if that's bothering you, because I can turn that lamp off. Yeah, I just thought maybe it would help when I'm, ready to read, but I don't know. I look kind of crazy. Woo! So anyway, you guys, I'll read. If you have questions in between, feel free to ask. Ask the questions. If you think something is funny, by all means laugh, because I just want to see what kind of reactions you need. Okay, it's bright. Let's see. Buddha said it's bright. Okay, it's bright and you don't need the lamp. Okay, let me turn it off for a second, you guys. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Is that better? Is that better? No. Maybe it has to adjust a little bit. I can also turn this monitor down a little bit. Let me see if this works a little bit. Is that better? Okay, that's better. I don't know. Tell me, is that better, you all? Let me know, because you all let me know. Let me know what works best for you. That's better? Okay. All right, that's better. I think so. Let me drop down. Buddha's laughing. I know, Buddha. It was bright. It made me look like I don't even want to say Martian alien, something like that, because I don't. Is that proper terminology now? Because I know politically correct. I'm not always politically correct. It's bright, and I know Six Bows did say I don't need the lamp, so I did see that part. That's better. Okay, great, good, Buddha. Now we're ready. We're ready, y'all. Okay. If anybody, Six Bows' back is laughing. Woo, my nose is itching. I don't know why. I have terrible allergies and my nose is itching. So I'm not digging, you guys. Don't worry about it. I was just, my nose is itching. So if it turns red, that's why. Hey, Jamia. Ooh, Jamia. Hey, Jamia. No. Hey, everybody. Hey, Jamia. Jamia, how are you feeling, girl? Because Buddha's not feeling well. So I'm going to need you to pray for her. Six Bows, you too. Yeah, all y'all, Heather, everybody, all 8 of you, all 7 of you, because Buddha is not feeling well. So Buddha, I hope you feel better in the name of Jesus. I'll be praying for you off camera too. Hey, Jamie. I'm glad you came in, Jamie. You don't need to moderate today. I mean, unless somebody comes in and tries to, do something explicit. Otherwise, don't even touch that button. I want you to just sit down, relax, hang out a little bit. Don't worry about it. It's harsh, but you're so beautiful. You shine through it. Aw, Heather, all you dreamers always know what to say. That's so sweet. You are so sweet. All of you are. Okay, it's better jewelry spot. Yes. All right. Good, baby. It's Jamia. That's what Nightbot said. It's okay. It's way better, booty. Oh, good. I almost said something else. Buddha. I don't want to say something else, but now it's way better. All right, great. It's way better. So, six bowls. Are you just glowing? Oh. Well. Am I glowing? You have to turn that down a little bit. Get your headphones. Where are your headphones? Go down, get your headphones downstairs. Okay, well, turn that off or go in your room. Okay. Okay. So thank you. I was just going, and I'm going again. I guess it'll readjust in a minute. I guess when I move around and all that stuff, that's when it happens. Awesome. Now you're not glowing like alien anymore. I'm glad to hear that because, and now I'm not. It's fine now. I don't know. I mean, it's off and on. Sometimes I look like an alien, and then sometimes I don't. So, hi Heather. That's what official Jamie has said. And Heather is saying she loves. She's sending the hearts, the love face, the kissy face, or is it the heart face that just says "I love you"? Oh, hey, Mr. Gilmore, checking in. Thank you very much. Good to see you. Um, Heather is speaking. I'm sure everybody's seen this. Jamie, a bread pudding with fruity pebbles cake. Jamie, when did you make that? I'm gonna have to catch some more of your videos. I'm doing good. I just came home. You did? Oh, great. I don't know where you came home from, but I hope you had a great time. I hope you had a really great time. So um, I just hope you had a good time because you deserve it. Everybody deserves to relax a little bit. Oh, you are. Oh, my goodness. I should have taken allergy medicine, but I did not. I don't like to take medication unless I absolutely need it. So if you all see me scratching, I'm sorry. My nose itches. I'm scratching it. I'm going to scratch it. I have sanitizer close by and I have soap, so don't worry about it. I have a bathroom back there that I can go wash my hands in, but I won't be digging, so it's okay. Buddha, six bowls of sending you hearts, and everybody's speaking. Jamia. Okay, hey Steve. Hey Jay, how you doing? I am doing awesome, Jay. Just like you, awesome. I'm doing awesome. I am. Um, my nose is itching because my allergies are acting up, and they decided to do that when I got on live because they were fine all day. But now my nose is itching. Woo! So I'm sorry if you all had to see me scratch. That I just got it. I have to do it because my nose is really giving me a problem right now. And you know what? Jay, I would say, you can come up if you want to, or Jamie or whomever, but you all truly, I'm going to start reading this soon. I'm going to talk to, because I'm always going to talk to you all, always to see how you're doing. And, this book, I can get to that. I just want to make sure you all are fine and you're having a great day and that you all are ready for Christmas because I'm ready. I'm ready. I am almost finished shopping, but I probably won't be finished shopping because I'll keep getting stuff. Geeky Girl is in the house. That's right, Mr. Steve. Hey, Geeky Girl in the house. Hey. So, Heather is speaking to you too, Mr. Steve. Everybody's speaking. Jamie is speaking to you, Mr. Steve. Hi, Steve. Hi, Buddha. I hope you feel better, Buddha. We all hope you feel better. I know, Buddha. It's bright and then it's not. And it's bright and then it's not. I don't really know what's triggering it, what's making it turn bright sometimes. I don't know. I thought it was the lamp, but apparently it's something else too. Everybody's speaking. It's back to normal now. Okay, that was 3 minutes ago. Okay, great. So it's back to normal. Jay is speaking. Okay, you all, I'm going to share my screen. Jay Jordan, everybody's saying hi to you. How you doing? Everybody's saying hi. Jay Jordan, I want to make sure I didn't miss anybody before I start. And again, remember, if you all have any questions about something, I just want to read like the first, I'm not going to read the whole chapter, I don't think. I finally went to see Black Panther. Oh, you did? Okay, see, I can't read this side conversation right now, or can I? Because I'm not focusing at all in the book when I read this conversation on the side. Since you are YouTubers over here, I'll probably just, I'll get to the book in a minute because over here on these YouTube streets, we have these conversations, and sometimes we might not get right to the topic. So you all understand that. For anybody who's replaying it, don't worry. I will be reading the book just for you. So just hold tight and press the replay. Just replay it, and you'll be able to see everything. So I finally went this. Heather is giving me a tip, I think. What did she say? Put the light above you and not at you. I know, Heather, but see, I'm normally not in this room, like never in this room. Well, I think I've been in this room for a couple hours actually, but I'm normally not in this room, so I didn't have things set up. And the way that my desk is set up in here, I can't put the light in front of me where I need it to be. That's actually my monitor, my computer monitor that's giving me the light that you all see. So that's what that is. Otherwise, the way that my desk is set up, I can't even turn around to, to do the live. So sorry. Just let me know if you all if it becomes too much to bear, and then we'll try something else. Okay. And Six Bowls says, "I'm chilling, Jay. Nervous about my test. What test, Six Bowls? Get me up to date because I have been, a little MIA. Jay, Six Bowls, Jamia, Heather. If anybody wants to come up, let me know. I'm trying to kind of feel my way through this. I was thinking if nobody was here, then I'd just start reading the book away. But you are so awesome. You came right on in as usual. And now we're having this conversation. So I appreciate it. I actually like having a conversation more. So I can do it as long as you all are willing. So whatever test you're having, Six Bowls, you're going to do just fine. You'll be fine. Don't stress yourself out. Like Heather said, you got it. Like Jay said, I don't even know what the test is, but I know you got it. So don't worry about it. See, everybody is encouraging you because all of us, we know you got it. You want us to touch and agree on this, girl? Do you want us to touch and agree? Lord. So thank you, Six Bowls. And you got this. About the test, you got it. Don't worry. Six Bowls is back. That was for you from Buddha. See, Buddha is encouraging you. She's not even feeling well. Dang, all on the nose. I know, Jay. Oh, I don't know. It's just so bad. I don't know how to deal with that right now. Okay, so Heather is saying, I know Jordan probably wants to come up here and bother me about that, but I'm gonna make you. I'm not gonna make you. I'm just gonna let you sit there for a minute and say what you have to say in the chat. But maybe you want to come up. If you want to come up, let me know. Let me know. How about that? Let me know, Jay, if you want to come up. I bought the books. I bought and wear the mask. My daughter reads the book. Yes, Heather, you sure did. Thank you. Thank you, Heather. I'll tell you, thank you so much for promoting me because I feel like you promote me. I need to, if I had a team of people, I'd probably put you on my promotions team because when I go to Twitter, I see you promote me there. Thank you very much. When I go to Instagram, I see you promote me there in the comments. I really appreciate that. I said, Jay, everybody that's here, I think everybody, actually all 13 and 12 of you, everybody here does something for me to help me out. And I'm very appreciative and very grateful because you all don't have to, but you do it. You don't have to, but you do it. If you're not sharing me out, you're liking my videos, you're participating in lives, you're coming in, you're showing up. So I take it. I'll take it. Thank you all so much. I appreciate it. I really do. What test? Six Bowls. That's what Heather wants to know. Zion is here. Hey, she's in the building. Hey, 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 Zion. Hey, Zion. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And Buddha said hi to Zion. Thank you so much for coming in. And your state board for esthetician. Okay, for my state boards for aesthetics. Okay, you're gonna get it. You are ready. You are prepared. You got this in the bag, Six. You got it. I mean, you're not gonna fail it. There is no way. No way. Listen. I just want you to come back and give me the report. That's all. I won't say anything else. Just come back, give me the report. I know you're gonna do fine. Everybody here knows you're gonna do well. Don't worry about it. You got it covered, girl. You got it. You are a what? Who? A dreamer. You're a dreamer. So I'm not even worried about it. I know you got it. I know you got it. I know you got it in the bag. And Heather says, oh, you got that in the bag. See what I'm saying? Everybody says you already got it in the bag. So what you worried about? Listen, let me tell you a secret. This is what I tell my kids to do. This is also what I do, especially if I'm like, nervous about something or just a little bit uneasy. To be honest with you, I do this all the time, even if I'm not nervous or uneasy, because sometimes, I just want to make sure what's coming out of my mouth is going to help somebody else or is appropriate. Or sometimes when you're talking, you don't you never know. Sometimes something may come out that you didn't mean to say, or you didn't mean for it to come out that way. So what I say to you, six bows, is pray about it, and I think you do. Before you take that test, pray about it. I'll pray for you. You're gonna be fine. You just come back and you tell me what happened, because I'll be waiting. I'll be waiting to hear that you passed. So you are okay, geeky girls, and we understand the light issue. It's okay. Thank you, Buddha. Thank you, Buddha. I appreciate it. And Zion is speaking to six bowls. Um, let's see. The book she wrote, Six Bowls Back, she will tell you. Oh, yeah, six bowls. Okay. Oh, excuse me, y'all. Ooh. Oh, sanitizer. Okay. Oh my goodness. Ah. Oh. Okay. So Six Bows, the books that I co-created with my husband were written to motivate and to encourage our girls to just continue being themselves. And it's basically what my whole platform is about. That's I know a lot of people have been asking me lately, when I'm in live and chats like that, where did I get the name Geeky Girls Journal? So Geeky Girls Journal name came from my business, which came from my daughters. It was named after my daughters. So my small business is Geeky Girls Journal, named after my five daughters. How did we get that name? Well, because my daughters have always been really high achievers. They still are. Very high achievers. So they've always gotten honor roll, principals list. And, they have always, this is the reason this is why we were prompted to write the books. My daughters have always been a minority in their school system, which means, unfortunately, they were isolated. They weren't around many children that looked like them. And they were just, be looked at as if, they didn't belong in a lot of situations. And my husband and there was a situation with one of my daughters where she was just being throughout. First of all, we found out months later, because my daughter always likes to take care of things for herself. So she didn't really want to have to come to us and bother us. And she thought, I can handle this myself, which she did a great job of handling. But, there are just some things that moms and dads have to jump in. And, this particular case was one of those where she went to the counselor and told the counselor that these girls had been bothering her and saying things about her for the whole year. And I've been hearing moms talking about this on this platform on YouTube, saying moms and aunts, grandparents saying that their children have been getting bullied and things of that nature. And for my daughter, it's kind of weird how it happened initially. Like I said, she wasn't saying anything. She said, okay, I'm going to handle it myself. So she told her teacher, she told the school counselor. And what happened was she had been taking it for months and months and months and didn't say anything to anybody, just let the girls, say things about her. And she was left out of so many different activities. And she loved to read. She still does love to read. So she would just go and sit by herself in the cafeteria. She would go on a playground and just read and just read. And what ended up happening is these girls would just say, oh, basically I don't know if they said, do you think you're better than everybody else because you sit there and you read books by yourself? But it became this whole thing. And my daughter ended up writing a note. And in that note, she drew like pictures. This is when she was in elementary school it was around third grade. And she put pictures describing everything that happened and who was involved. And she showed the girls in one group, and then she was here like by herself. Now, when I thought about this, I have to be honest with you all. When I found out, I was, are we going to say livid, upset? You're talking about somebody that was upset. That was me. Number one, because I felt like, this is elementary school. And I know that happens in elementary school. But when it hits home, it's something different. You're like, what, my child? Like, you want to come from my child? And that was me, because I'd experienced, in certain occasions growing up, when people be like, oh, you think you're better than everybody? Let's start here. Not everybody's going to like you. I know that. My kids know that. Not everybody's going to like you. Not everybody's going to appreciate what you're saying, what you're doing. But for me, my goal was to first be an advocate for my daughter, to make sure, because who better than me? Who else can be a better advocate than me? Nobody. Nobody can be a better advocate than I can for my child, because I can look out for my child and I know what her needs are. I know what needs are being met, and I have her best interest in heart. So, my husband and I, we have her best interests at heart. So I don't want anybody speaking on my behalf. I wanted to be able to address the situation myself. So I called the teachers, I called principal, and I called administrators, superintendents, any and everybody that had anything to do with the school system. And I said, listen, we need to have a meeting, and we need to have a meeting quickly. So when that happened, there's a lot of, you know, things that school systems can't say. They can't release names of individuals that are involved with things, but my daughter had already told us who they were. So we knew who the students were. And we knew that, we would go in and have these conversations that needed to be had. And what happened was, after that happened, we weren't satisfied with the results. We weren't satisfied with the end result. So we said, okay, you know what? On that end, it's not going to work. What can we do? What more can we do as her parents to remind her that she is special, that she is unique? And you know what? People say bullying. They use that term bullying, but for me, I didn't see my daughter as bullied. She was bullied, yes, but she was somebody that stood up for herself. She stood up for herself. She didn't take, what people were dishing out, because she said, "Hey, this is what's happening." Um, although she didn't initially want to tell us, she wanted to handle it herself, and I think that takes a lot of courage. I think that, um, she just saw an issue and she said, "Hey, I want to handle it myself. I want to try to do it my way before I involve my parents." Um, and when I heard that, I had to say I was proud of her, but also I was just like, "Come on, tag me in!" Like, I wanted to be there every step of the way. I wanted to be there to cover her, because I am what her covering. And I know I'm missing the chat. I'm going to get to you all in like 2 minutes. I just want to say this because Six Bows asked about the book, so I want to make sure I give a good explanation. Um, so yeah, I wanted to be there to completely protect and cover her. You all know, if you're parents over here, most of you are parents over here. I know Jay is not, but he understands too. You want to cover that person that you love. Why? Because you can. And why? Because if somebody is attacking that person and doing something that you don't like, or that's inappropriate, you're going to jump in. You want to jump in and help the best way you can. So, like I said, they didn't handle business the way that we wanted them to. So, my husband was like, "Hey, why don't we write a book?" And at first, I was like, "Write a book?" And he's like, "Yeah." Well, it made perfect sense because she loves books, as we told you all. So, we said, "Hey, we can get her this way. We'll write a book, and in the book, we'll address certain issues that happen." And in the book, these girls were, um, in the book, the girls are called the mean girls. So when your kids read the books, you'll see the mean girls, and this happens all the time. It doesn't just happen to my daughter, but it happens to kids all over the world where, they're isolated and they don't fit in with the crowd. And so somebody says, "Hey, your hair is too curly, I don't like you," or, "Your eyes are too brown or too black," or what, or black, blue, "Your eyes are too blue, I don't like the fact that your eyes are blue." So we thought, hey, we're going to just remind our kids that they're special and that they're wonderful, and it doesn't matter what somebody else says to them. It doesn't matter, because it's what God says about them. And also, because we're honest with them, it's what your parents think about you, and it's what you think about yourself, most importantly. So that was our message to our kids. I'm going to go to the chat to catch you all, because I know I've been missing things. Thanks, guys, says Six Bows. Hello, Rob. How are you, if you're still here? Team Gravely. Hey, girl, how you doing? Thank you for coming in. The Jay Jordan says, and I know I'm all the way behind you guys. I'm 10 minutes. I'm writing names, so I will not make it up tonight, but I did share and like you. Thank you, Jay. I appreciate that. I know you're busy. I understand that. I just wanted to make sure I extended the invitation if anybody wants to do that. Just let me know. Hello, everybody in the chat. Happy new month in December. Yes, I know, because it's December and everybody's getting ready for Christmas, and we're all prepared. I'm ready. So everybody speaking, Team Gravely. I just want to make sure I don't miss anybody's comment. Let me scroll down. And if you all have any question, any questions with an S, let me know, and I'll be happy to answer them. Talk to you later, six figures. I'm sorry, that's not right. Talk to you later, sis. Fixing share. Oh, okay. Thank you for stopping by, and thank you for sharing me out. I really appreciate that. Heather says we can be us. It's okay to not be like everybody else. Absolutely, Heather. Absolutely. You know what? And when I think about it, you are probably geeky girls over there in the chat. I am. When I think about my life, I've had some challenges. I've had people say things to me that were inappropriate. I've had people, call me things. I've had people say just off the wall things. And I'm like, you know what? I had to finally come to a place in my life. That's why I can completely identify with Dreamer, completely, where, I got to a point where, I've never really had a self-esteem issue. However, there were some occasions where people made me think twice. I'm like, am I really that way? No, I'm not. I don't believe I am. And what I had to start saying to myself was, not everybody's going to like you. Not everybody's going to like you. That's okay. Not everybody is going to think you're beautiful. And that's okay. They have a right to their own opinion. But what do you think, Andrea? What do you think about yourself? That's the important thing. What do you think about yourself? That person called you whatever they called you. Is that what you think you are? Is that what you think about yourself? And once, I just got better and better at saying, that comment that person made or that side eye that they gave me is not going to bother me. So that is my whole goal with children reading these books, to read it. And it's really humorous. So like I said before, Dreamer is writing it's in a diary written format. So just imagine her coming home and just writing in her diary things that happened to her throughout the day and how she solved the problems. And she is a character. So I can tell you that she did some things in it. You would laugh at it because you're like, oh, I can't believe she did that, but it's hilarious. And she also, she pays people back in her own way. Because again, remember, she's a genius. So she thought about ways that she can get people back in her own way. And that's what I liked about her. And also, she didn't care what anybody thought about her. She did not care. She said, you know what? I'm Dreamer. That's basically how I look at it. When I think about this book, she was saying to herself, I'm Dreamer. I don't care if you don't like me. I don't care if you think my hair is wild. By the way, my hair is. I learned how to deal with it. I don't care if my hair is frizzy. I don't care if my hair is frizzy. I don't care if you think I don't speak proper English. I don't care if you think that my grammar is terrible. I don't care if you think that my nose is too big for you or my eyes are too big. Guess what? I love myself. That's all that matters. It doesn't matter what you think. And you know what? When you get to that point in your life, when you don't care what other people think about you, they can pretty much say whatever they want, and you just skip right on along and be like, okay, well, that's what you think, but that's not what I think about myself. And that's what happened with my girls. They're awesome. I mean, I don't know. They make everything better for me. Do you all see what just happened? Oh, I see. My monitor's turned on. Now it's not too bright. I spoke too soon. We're back. Yes, that's right, geeky girls. Thank you, Six. Thank you, because you have girls. And for those of you who have boys, I don't have boys. God knew I was a girl mom, obviously, because I have all girls. So I wasn't meant to have boys. I know nothing about boys. Don't ask me about boys. Ask me about girl stuff. I might be able to tell you, because you know what? Honestly, girl things change. Whoa, I know, Rob. I know it was just like dark. And then there's light. Dark, yeah. And then there's light. So with my girls, what I've noticed is they're awesome. Just like you could say about your own kids, they're awesome. You know what? And I noticed that, okay, let me give you an example. You know how you can be a parent and you continuously pour and pour and pour into your kids. Oh, you're great. You're fantastic. Hey, BGB. Wait a minute. BGBG. Respect to the girl moms. Thank you. Buddha, I was trying to see what you said. I thought maybe somebody came in and I missed, but thank you. Respect to the girl moms. Thank you, Rob. I appreciate that. And I have a daughter and two sons. Oh, so see? We are here. Who else is a girl mom in the chat? I know Six is. Six is a girl mom. And Buddha, you're listening. Thank you, Buddha, for still standing here. I appreciate it. But it's about personalities. Like each of my girls are different in their own special way. But I have to say that they have really, they're coming into their own. Um, like I said, my daughter, who the one, she was a catalyst for this book because of the situation that she went through. And again, we just wanted her to say, "Hey, I'm all that. I don't have to be concerned with what anybody else says to me." And my kids have had some pretty nasty things said to them. Um, so I have to say that I'm proud of the way that they've handled situations that they've been in. But I will also tell you all this: I am forever their mom, and I will forever be there to pick up the pieces and to advocate for them. So far, the situations they've been in, they have not been the problem. And that's a blessing. So I can go on with full confidence and talk to administrators and whomever. And I told them, you know what, listen, when you see me coming, be prepared, because I said it before. You can text me, you can email me, send smoke signals if you have to. Send smoke signals. There is no reason why nobody can get in touch with me when it comes to my kids, as it pertains to my children. So if there's ever an issue, I'm just trying to encourage the rest of you parents to be available. Nobody can speak up for your child the way that you can. If there's a situation that needs to be dealt with, deal with the situation. I'm talking about in these school systems and anywhere. If there's a situation that needs to be dealt with, that doesn't mean you go in like King Kong, stomping around, telling people off, cussing them out. However you feel about it, you do what works best for you. I'm not trying to tell anybody how to do what they do, because everybody's grown here and that's your business how you handle the situation. I'm telling you what Andrea does. Andrea, when I see, oh, hey, Bug Bouncer. Sorry, I didn't see you coming in. Hello, blessings to you. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. Okay, and Buddha is, I'm laying back off the keyboard. Yeah, Buddha. Oh, okay. Thank you. I never knew what that meant, Buddha. So thank you for telling me that. Now I know and I see it. Thank you so much. Yeah, lay off the keyboard and relax, Buddha. Just kick back and relax, okay? I want you to get better. See what it says? It says, Buddha, thanks for coming in. Sit back, relax. Key word, relax, and join the conversation. Okay. Buddha, just that's what you do. So I'm always dealing with situations. Six, I bet you are. I bet you. I'm sure you are, because I have five, you have six. So you got me by one. So I'm telling you, being a parent, you guys, being a parent is work. Let me tell you what, I taught in a city school systems, and I had 30, I think I've had up to 40 kids in my class. And being a parent is a 24-hour a day job. 24-hour a day job. Would I trade my kids for the world? No. Would I trade my kids? No, I would not. So those of you who are, who don't have children, they are a blessing. They are work, but they are a blessing. I have fun with my kids. I enjoy being around them, but their work. I'm just going to be honest with you. And I also will say that I've learned a lot through having children. I've learned um, how not to be so self-centered. Also, I've learned that I have to be an advocate for others, and that's easy for me to do for my kids, because I don't mind speaking up on their behalf. So that's not an issue for me. But I need to go back for I need to take a step back and tell you all something too about these books. So when we created the books, okay, I told you it was to reinforce that they were unique and beautiful and smart and intelligent, all those great things. But also, after we decided to release it, it was for other people who are going through similar situations, who didn't see, the other side of it. It's to encourage them and to let them know, hey, you got it going on. Don't worry about what somebody else is saying. They're concerned with you. You don't need to concern yourself with the concerns of others. If they have an issue with you, that is their problem to deal with, not your problem. If they don't like the way you look, that's their problem to deal with. That is their problem to deal with, not your concern. You don't have to be concerned with that. And Six says, Bug Bouncer. Okay. Oh, Rob was saying hi. Six was saying she's dealing with situations. I got that already. Okay, let's see. Let's see what Six is saying. INT at my house. Okay. Robin six. Sunshine is saying hi. Buddha says, I think I would be in a mental hospital series. Oh, Buddha. Buddha. Are you talking about if you had kids? Is that what you're talking about? Or if people were saying things to you and not being so nice, because that happens in the world. Not everybody is nice. Not everybody's going to say the appropriate thing all of the time. And we all know that. And I think you're probably talking about kids, but let me know if I'm right. 24 hours. Yes, it's a 24-hour a day job. It never, ever stops. Never, ever stops. Never, ever, ever, ever. I mean, when I was working, at least I had a break. And I can also say, okay, time to go home. See you kids later. See you tomorrow. Go home to your parents. See you later. Smile. Goodbye. But here with my own children, it's a 24-hour job. And I'm telling you, I just say, if I'm going to be their protector, I'm going to be their guard. I'm going to be there. I am here. I'm mama, and I can be a mama bear. I am. But I'll start reading. I'm going to read this, at least a piece. I need to at least read a piece of the book, because while I'm really, 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 really enjoying this conversation, I feel like I need to read it, because I told you I was going to do that. And I want to keep my promises, and I don't want you to leave and feeling like I didn't do my part. So I'm going to do my part, and I'm going to read. I am glad to have I'm glad to have and I know they are a blessing, but I never want that blessing. And that's okay. Kids are not for everybody. They are not. I mean, I said I want to have one, but you see what happened with my situation. One turned to five. I'm POTUS of Girl Moms. Yes. Yes, you are. You are the president. You are the president of that organization. And I think I will come in as vice president. There we go. She is the president. I'm the vice. So if anybody has more than six, let us know in that comment section, because then now six, you have to give your position up. Or not. Okay, Ray said, that's sad. Kids cruel to each other. My boys never told me about their encounters, but I'm sure they had them. Wish they told me, though. Sometimes nothing wrong with support. I know it's nothing wrong with them. And see, the thing is, like, if your child is like the daughter that I'm talking about, you have, like I said, it's about personality. Some of my kids, now I have some that'll just come in and start, as soon as they get in the vehicle or as soon as they see me, they start going boom, 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 boom. Like, just like me. Like, I get the whole rundown of the whole day, so I know what's going on. But then some of my kids take it in and they're just like more conservative, more, quiet, not as, just outright in your face with it. So they'll just kind of take it easy and won't share those things. But I had to try to encourage my kids. Hey, make sure you're letting us know everything that's going on. Let me know everything that's going on. I am not too busy to solve your problems. I'm not too busy to hear how your day went. I'm not too busy to have to jump into something if I have to. I'm not too busy to call your teacher. I'm not too busy to email. I'm not too busy to come to the school and have a conversation with the principal, because I stopped going to the middle person. I will, depending on the situation, I will warn a teacher if it involves a teacher. If I think it's above their head and I'm just wasting my time, I will go right to the principal. I do not waste my time with the middle person anymore. If they're going to tell the principal, I'm just cutting that stuff right out. I'll go right to the principal. This is a situation. This is what's happening. We need to have some resolve. What are we going to do? What's the first step? That's all I want to know. What is the first step? And I've had plenty of kids in the school system, so I know the routine. I taught in the school system, and I'm telling you, you have to be that person. If your child is being mistreated, you have to be the person to step out. And it can be verbal, it can be physical, whatever it is. Nip it in the bud and get it before it turns into something else, because you don't want it to become a larger situation than it needs to be. And then now you're on the other end of it, trying to address the situation, trying to work things out, trying to get some clarity. And not to mention your child, what are they going through? They had to deal with that for how many months, for how many weeks, for how many days? So let's try to have these conversations. That's where this book also comes in, because we thought about the conversations and we thought about how we can incorporate them in the book, so that what my kids did when they were reading these books, it was so funny, you guys. They would be in a corner, like reading them and then talking to each other. Oh, I'm sorry, I look like a ghost again. I don't know what just happened, but I see that they got bright Buddha starry. Sorry, Buddha. But they were in the corner of our house talking, and then they would just be laughing. And then other times they'd be like, "Oh, I understand that this happened to me." So, you know, it's important to have those conversations. And if you feel uncomfortable doing it, hey, whip this book out. Let them read this book. Let them address, and then let them read, and then be like, oh, okay, so I'm not the only one this is happening to. No, you're not. You're not the only one. So now that we've gotten past that, how can we change the situation? What can we do? What can we do to make your day better? What can we do to help you out? So, boost your kids up, boost them up, help them out. That's our job. Okay, let me see. Oh, hey, Buddha, are you an auntie? Oh, wait, Buddha. Whoa, hold up. You're an auntie, Buddha? I missed something. I missed it. I hear you, Ray. I missed what Ray said. I'll have to go back. Nope. Buddha said no. No, Buddha not an aunt. No, auntie, nothing. Buddha, you can be super aunt. What's wrong with that? Be a super aunt, super Buddha. Hey, hi, how you doing, Patricia Payno? Hi, I'm glad to see you in here. Hello, thank you for coming in, a Facebook friend. Also, somebody from home. Thank you for coming in. Thank you so much. I'm glad to see you here. Hopefully, you have not been there long. Let me see, 1850. Oh, yeah, you probably have been there for a little while. I hope you're still with us. I'm just here. Buddha is just Buddha. Yeah, Buddha is Buddha. Buddha, it's okay. When the good Lord bless you with some kids, if he does, if that's what you want in your life, then you're going to be fine. I mean, kids, yes, I can't. I will go mentally no. Oh, Buddha said no. Buddha said no kids. Okay, well, I respect that, Buddha. But you know what? I will say they make you smile. And okay, Buddha, keep being a light on YouTube. You never know who life is sowing into. I know, and Buddha, yes, Buddha souls. Thank you, Buddha, so much for being the light. She is. Six is the queen. Let me catch up on these. Then I'm going to read. Thanks, Rob. Yes, six is. Shout out to six with those six. Thank you, Ray. I was a Tia in 2012, but they died and got cut off in 2021 due to they worship the man below. And I don't agree or want it around me, but I did help raise a newborn. Oh, good. Well, there you go, Buddha. You did. Okay. 6 months. That was my friend. All right. Let me make sure that I'm not missing anything. Yes, no time for paper pushing. No, exactly. No time at all for paper pushing. Miss me with that, because what's going to happen is, if you do it that way, you'll end up writing the teacher, and then the teacher will email you back or call you back or text you back, whatever works, or use this thing called Dojo, Class Dojo app. I don't know if you all know about that. Use Class Dojo and send you messages you may not get. So that, and then you'll be like, okay, I'm waiting to see what's happening next. They talk to the principal. So just go schedule a meeting with the principal. Just cut out that the teacher can go ahead and teach the class and do whatever they need to do. You go to the principal and say, this is what happened. I need to have a meeting with you as soon as possible. What day are you free? What time are you available? We need to have a discussion. And I wouldn't tell you all this if I haven't done it myself. I've done this several times. And it's to the point where the principals of all my kids' schools, in every school they've been in, they know me because I'm always available. Not available. I make myself available. And I told them, call me with any situation. I don't care what it is. If it's regarding my child, let me know what it is. And they know me. I'm really present and visible because I've been blessed to be in a situation where I can be. I know some of you cannot be. And you know that you do what you have to do. But because I am, they know my face, and the principals just call me. A lot of times I don't even talk to the teacher. They'll just call me and say, hey, this is what happened. I just wanted to let you know before your child came home and told you. Thank you very much. Now, what are you going to do about it? Whatever situation they do. So I can appreciate that. I'm glad that I had that presence, that I was afforded the opportunity to have that presence, because they know, and I've told them, I have an open door policy. Call me. There's no reason why you shouldn't be calling me. There's no reason why I shouldn't know how my child's day went. There's no reason why I shouldn't know what happened. So the principals, they'll call me. And if they don't, or if the teacher doesn't call me, I'm asking questions. Why didn't you? Why didn't you call me? Why didn't you text me? Why didn't you do whatever you were supposed to do? Okay. So, all right, I'm going to skip to the bottom to no, tarot card reading. Oh, add to black. Hold on a second. Tarot card. Reply to Patricia Payne. Pay note. Okay, love. Send me friend request for your reading now. No, tarot card reading. We don't do that here. Um, if that's something you want to talk to with the person personally, you go right ahead and do that. I just don't want to be a part of my chat because um, I'm not sure what you said to that person ahead of time. Hey, GA girl, how did I miss you? How did I miss you? Thank you for coming in, GA. I appreciate it. And for those of you who have been sitting here this long, you know what? I'm about to read this book to you all because Buddha, I think, was saying something. Red Sunshine was laughing. Rob said facts. Thank you, Rob. You agree? You have three. I mean, I don't play any games with my kids. I play no games. Um, if they need correction, they'll get it. Discipline, correction, hand in hand. It works for me when I talk to my kids. That works. And it used to, and also taking away the library. I don't know, I probably told you all that a while ago, but that works. It's funny, but it works. Not sure if that would work for me, but it works with my kids. So I talk to them and I make sure, I get an understanding. And then I make sure I figure out what our next step should be, depending on what the situation is. And if you all don't understand what I'm saying, please let me know over here in the chat, and then I can go back and then rephrase some things or answer questions. But for now, are you all big six? Take your shoes off. Are you all ready to hear some of this book? Because I want to get a little bit of that in at least. And I just want to acknowledge Rob's comment before that. We just went through that with these teachers. Some of them don't even teach. Rob, now that, my friend, is a whole nother conversation. And if you all want to have that conversation at Geeky Girls Journal, we can definitely have that conversation because you are absolutely right about that. Now, if somebody is a teacher, I feel like the jury spot or somebody taught that may or may not still be in the chat, and maybe they can enlighten us because I taught, but I'm no longer in the school system. For me, I ended up leaving because when I was on maternity leave and daycare was taking too much of my check. So my husband said, hey, why don't you just stay home and teach the kids? Okay, thank you very much. I will do that. So I stay home, and I don't homeschool my kids, but I teach my children at home so that before they go to school, they can read, they can already do addition, and they're working on subtraction because I want them to be fully prepared when they come into the school system so that there's no misunderstanding. They know how to read. They have the basics, and then now we're building. And I don't even rely on the school system to teach them because, like Rob just said, they are teaching, but it's not meeting my expectations a lot of the times. I guess I will just put it that way. And my expectations may be higher than most. So what I do is I communicate with the teacher, first of all. I make sure that they know this is what I do at home. This is what I'm going to continue to do. I try to keep the doors of communication open. As I said before, I do supplemental activities. And I know I'm supposed to be talking about the book, but maybe this will help somebody. I do supplemental activities with my kids. What's that? I used to teach, so I have lots of workbooks. I buy books, you all. And I didn't mean to do a live on this. I'm so sorry because I just thought about that. I will go, my husband and I, we buy books, addition books, whatever grade level they're in. We'll try to get at least the next grade up so that we can teach them ahead of time. So our goal is always for our kids to be at least one grade or two, at least one grade ahead. Like, we don't want them going into first grade just knowing first grade material. They need to know second and third grade material before they get into first grade. If they're in sixth grade, you need to know seventh and eighth grade material already. So we're trying to, teach them ahead. And you all don't have to go to the teacher stores. You can go buy your books there. I used to do that all the time, buy my books, my supplemental books from the teacher stores. But now they have books like that at the dollar store. Go buy those books at the dollar store. You can get them. They have them at the dollar store for $1. I've purchased some there before. The only difference is that I usually like them a little bit bigger. So also Amazon, Amazon got everything. Y'all go to Amazon, get those books, teach your kids at your house, teach them before they get to the school system. Because if your kids are high achievers and if your expectations are here, but the school system is teaching to the curriculum, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Your kids go there to get social skills and to learn. But you also need to make sure that you're going the extra step when you can. 15 minutes additional, have them reading 20 minutes. It used to be drop everything and read. So have your child read for at least 20 minutes at home. 20 minutes a day will make a huge difference. A huge difference. I'm telling you. Let them read 20 minutes at home. Let them work on some math problems, whatever grade they're in. Start them there. If that's what they need. Start with the basics and then move them. They have programs, ABC Mouse, Starfall, Khan Academy. That's a good one. What's some other ones? There are a list of them. Go Google it. And also get those books so that you can see what they're doing. Stay on top of their schoolwork. I'm telling you, if you all want to know some more, I'll keep going on and on. But let me see what GA Girl says. How you been, host? I've been under the weather a little bit. Glad to be bouncing. Oh, I'm sorry to hear it. GA, I feel like the last time you were in this live, you weren't feeling well either. So I know it's a lot going around. You all, take care of yourself and make sure you're getting your vitamins and drinking orange juice. I'm telling you all this, and I need to do a better job of myself. But I'm GA. I'm just trying to say, you're the wellness person, GA girl. So you're back. Thank you for coming back. But take care of yourselves, you all, because I saw, I think it was this morning, something about a triple demic or triple something that they were calling, and I didn't get to view the whole story because I'm like never watching. I'm watching television rarely, so I can't tell you what it was about, but I saw that it was something and I guess it had something to do with everybody. Like I've known that a lot of people have been getting sick like this past couple weeks. Hey, Odom, how are you? Hey, Odom, how you doing? Oh, I'm an hour in. I need to read this, but that is a great. Oh, that's great. Good thing you're doing. Thank you. Thank you so much, GA girl. I appreciate that. My leasing office lets us swap books out after we read. Oh, that's real cool. That's good that they do that, 6. Yes, that's awesome. Take advantage of that. Also, let me tell you all something that I found out about. Let me tell you. Let me get real close, because you all probably know about this. But go to your local library. It's free. It is free. And they don't charge fees anymore. No fees, because we had so many books out. Like it's been times like my kids had like 50 books out and I got a fine for those books because they went over. Oh my goodness. I was like, we ain't doing this no more. Make sure we have it in the calendar. I set alarms, make sure I get those books back. Now my local library doesn't charge fees, and I hope they keep it that way because I tell my kids first, before we purchase these books, look, like if it's a book they want to read, for example, look and find the book that you want and then go to the library. Look at the website, see if they have the book there. If they do, we order it and go pick them up, because my kids like to read it and go on to the next book. Like they rarely read the same thing again unless they really love it, or it's rare that they'll read the same thing again. So I say get it. It's at the library for free. Get it and we'll take it back. I'll make the trip to go get the books and take them back. So get them, take them back, utilize your local library. They also have events at the library. They have all types of things at the library. Right now, I don't know if that's a good time, because it's a lot of germs, just a lot of germs floating around and happening. So, do what makes you comfortable. But I'm telling you, use those resources, you all. Use them. Odom, High, and 6. I think that's a wonderful program. I hope they keep doing it at your leasing office. They also had those things. I don't know, you all probably see them, those libraries, those they're called not floating libraries, they're called something else, but you'll see them on like the corner somewhere. It looks like a little house, and they have books in there where you can go in and swap books out. Like you can grab a book, and the idea is that you grab a book and then you replace it with another book. But I know that probably doesn't happen all the time because you can just go borrow the book. But I guess you're just supposed to bring it back. I've never used those because I have a lot of books from teaching when I had to, when I got a lot of books donated, or I had to purchase books on my own. That was the first thing. So I have a lot of books. And then my husband and I, like I said, we're into having our kids read fluently and vocabulary. So we have books, but the ones I don't, I'm telling library, I go to that library and get those books. You still here in the background eating? What are you eating, Jamie? I don't know if I want you to know. I might be upset about that, because then I had to go make a taco after you tell me you had this wonderful meal. Yes, it was, but I'm doing better. But you are right. Thank you. Yeah, take care of yourself. Get some rest. I know I'm preaching to the choir, so don't mind me. Okay, I think I'm caught up. All right, listen, you all, let me share the screen, and I can read a little bit of it just so that you can see what it's about, at least before I let you all go because I know that people have things to do and places to be, people to see, all those great things. So this, you can see me in the corner. So this is what you saw the cover. This is what the cover looks like. This is what the cover looks like. Oh, you eating a sausage sandwich? Ooh, yummy. A sausage sandwich is what you eating. That sounds good. Sausage sandwich. Yep, there it is. Okay. All right, bear with me for 1 second. All right, so Jamie's eating a sausage sandwich. Jamie, while you're eating your sausage sandwich, then we're going to go to this. So this, you all, is, if you can still see me, yeah, you can. This is what the book looks like. And I'll be looking at your comments on my phone because I can't see the chat from this angle. So I'm just going to use the phone and see. So this is what this looks like. This was like the cover, not the cover, but this is one of the first pages in the book. They're just telling us about, telling people how they could follow us, basically follow We Hear Girls Journal. And I'm going down to the next page. Let me see if I can. Okay, so here we are. Hey girls, here's a sample of what's inside my juicy journal. Hey girls, hey guys, we'll insert that because there are some guys here. There we go. And it says, what's inside my juicy journal. I wanted to go to the table of contents. Oh, okay, I think it's coming up after that page, actually. So as Dreamer clumsily dashed across the broken pavement of the library parking lot, she took a quick glance over her bony shoulder and noticed a gigantic bully rapidly catching. I'm sorry. He was so close that she could see the beads of sweat pouring down his uneven cheekbones and smell the expired chocolate milk on his warm breath. Ew. Do you all remember? Have you all ever smelled like warm chocolate milk? I don't know if you can see my face right now, but just thinking about the way that smells, and some of you might like it. I don't like milk, so maybe that's why I feel that way. I don't like to drink milk. So that's probably why I feel that way. Okay, so it says, I lost my place. Dreamer knew the ingredients she had placed in his sugar cookie would cause him to have explosive diarrhea. But what was taking so long for those poop pills to start working? And excuse me, you all, remember, this is a book that is supposed to make children laugh as they learn. Okay, so some of the stuff, you might, some people might not completely appreciate the text, but others of you will have the same type of personality. So we're going to go along with it. Let's just keep going. Okay, so I think I stopped at to start working. The last thing she wanted was for the guy to catch her, push her to the ground, and be sitting on top of her when the pills started to work. Dreamer was a genius with an IQ 13 points higher than Albert Einstein had when he was her age. So that is where it comes in, you all. She's a genius, and I'm going to just keep reading because I'm going to let you just soak in this for a little bit. Science and math were her thing. Cardio was not. She was out of breath and slowing down when the bully grabbed a hold of her sparkling pink shirt. I can't read today. It's dark. Okay, for a sparkling pink shirt, causing her to lose her footing and fall awkwardly to the pavement. As he stood over her, pounding his right fist into his left hand, it happened. The pills, the poop, and the geeky girl whose plan had completely backfired. Oh my goodness, do you all know what happened? And then that's the bully right there. Yes, I drew these pictures. Yeah, if you're saying this looks like something that somebody in kindergarten drew, I'm not offended. Don't worry about it because I was told to draw some doodles and I did the best that I could. That's right. I did the best that I could. So guess what? You just gonna have to deal with my kindergarten pictures. And then the bully said, "Come here, you 4-eyed geek." Wow, do you all remember somebody saying that to anybody when you were in elementary school? Oh, what really? I see you 6 bows. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to. Okay, I'm trying to. You all have me laughing in the comment section, so I'm going to keep going. Now, Dreamer says, catch me if you can. By the way, I'm totally shocked that your puny brain could count to 4. And she's running and running and running. See that hairstyle? That's probably something that, let me think, one of my kids, probably my 6-year-old, she does all different types of things with her hair. And my second as well. So this is Geeky Girls Journal. If I were you, I want to be me, the first copy of the book. This is part one. And you see the information. That's my name right there. All rights reserved, blah, blah, blah. And this is talking about being reproduced and all that. I want to skip past that to get to something else. Okay, this part right here is important because this was a complete reason why we wrote this for our daughters. And some of you in the chat are going to be able to relate. And this, you're going to see something I'll tell you when you get to it. I'll tell you what's important about it. But it says this book is dedicated to all the geeky girls in the world. Have courage, be amazing, be confident, be unique, be yourself. You are great. You are beautiful. You are God's gift to all of us. Challenge yourself. If you fail, so what? Try it again and again and again and conquer it. To our daughters, the four most important geeky girls in our life. And I know you're going to say, wait a minute. You said you have five girls. I have five, but I was actually pregnant with my fourth when this book was written. So that's why the fifth is not in here. We're going to probably update it. Um, I don't know if we're going to update it. That has to be worked out. But we did want to do that because if my fifth daughter gets older and she's young now, but when she starts reading it, she's going to be like, hey, what about me? You know, you didn't. What about me? So we don't want her to feel like she was an afterthought, but we also would explain to her it was written after you were born. So don't be afraid to make mistakes as long as you learn from them. Don't be afraid to fall down as long as you never stay down. Don't be afraid to try things that others said were impossible. Don't be afraid to laugh, love, and pray. The four of you are our original geeky girls. And the motivation behind what we do, love mom and dad, that was our love letter to them so that they would remember how special they were to us and always know that if they don't, they can go back and look at it. P.S. How much you love us, we love you more times infinity, times infinity, times infinity. So that phrase right there at the end that you all see right there, that's something that my daughters and I and my husband would say to each other every night before they went to bed because we didn't ever want them to think that they were a disappointment to us or that we didn't love them. We just always wanted to reinforce it and just to say, no matter how much. And now my little one says, Mommy, I love you around the world and back again. And so we had to teach her this time infinity times infinity. But in the meantime, we just want to know that they know that we love them and then we got their back, just like you do for your kids. So, all right, you all, are y'all ready to get into the book? So that's the content. Chapter 1 starts on page 9, Dreamer's Private Journal. Heather, you're here. You've read this book or your daughter's read this book. So I know, I'm just saying Heather because I know she's gotten it because she told me. Invaded by you, the reader. And then chapter 2, introducing Flounder Girl. Chapter 3, Perfectly Stupid. 88. Page 88, chapter 4. Do I look like a lemur? Seriously? That's just wrong. Page 98, chapter 5. Does your breath stink or stink? I know that sounds kind of harsh, but you'd have to read the chapter to understand that. 106 is a Geeky Girls glossary where you'll find all the vocabulary words and definitions for the words that are in there. Do you need something? Okay. Dear reader, this is where the book begins. Dear reader, hopefully by the end of this journal, I should know whether or not I like you. This is a photo of you and me. If I decide that I like you, she's saying, you're so lucky to have me as a friend. Stick with me and you'll be on the road to being just as awesome as I am, okay? And then that's the face right there where her, the friend face goes there. See your face here. And that is Dreamer. And that's her friend. Yes, I do that too. I like striped stockings. So that's striped tights, not stockings, striped tights. So that's why those tights right there are striped, those pants, because I like stripes on tights. This is a photo of you and me. If I decide I don't like you, I'm not totally sure why this annoying person is standing so close to me. That's Dreamer and her personality. You'd have to, again, read the book to understand why she is the way she is and why she says it. You're going to find out. I should warn you, though, because you've already given me more than enough reason to be upset at you. First, you started off by taking my journal off the shelf, where I obviously hid it so that no one could find it. See, she's a little sassy, a whole lot sassy. So you see that as you would continue to read it. Second, you unlocked the lock on the front of it and then had the nerve to open it. After all that, you still decided to poke your big nose inside and read my private journal. How rude. Reader, prepare yourself to be disappointed because I probably won't like you because you have invaded my privacy. But I might, just maybe, I might be willing to give you another chance. You all know what? I feel like skipping to, I want to skip to a certain part of the book. So forgive me as I read. I placed some things in the bookmark because I wanted to make sure I got to this part. Okay, let me see. Um, let's see if I can get to it. 14. And I see still six of you holding in there. This is what it looks like. I wanted to get to, let me see if it's here. Here it is, reader, my journal of juiciness, my diary of deliciousness, my sweet sentences of sophistication. I think you get it. It's just that awesome. Sometimes my mother says, Dreamer, you talk way too much for a girl your age. That was me. Hey, Cal, how are you? How are you doing? Cal, I'm sharing the screen, so welcome in. I'm looking at my comments on my cell phone because I can't see them on a screen. So if you see me looking over, that's why. So this part was so me when I was in elementary school, middle school, high school. And I think when it was written, we were just patterning it after me. You talk way too much for a girl your age, and your mouth runs a mile a minute. Mom said that she should have named me LaQuasia because it seemed like I could never ever stop talking. I'm telling you all, I used to talk to everybody, including my teachers. And I know, reader, it is a pretty awful thing to say about your own child. I called Child Protective Service about her comment, but the guy who answered the phone didn't seem to agree with me. He said that after listening to me talk for 5 straight minutes without taking a single breath, that my mother was probably correct about me not being able to sit down and shut up. How rude! Oh, by the way, and see, this is where we have the vocabulary words and you'll continue to see in a second. Oh, by the way, loquacious is a really fancy way of saying that someone talks way too much. All right, so now you have another word. That's the word of the week, loquacious. So I guess my mom was trying to make a joke because loquacia sounds similar to loquacious. It wasn't really funny then, nor is it now. It was mom's joke, not mine. Reader, do me a favor and try to keep up with my big words. You might need a dictionary to read my journal. So I went ahead and included a glossary in the back of the masterpiece that you are reading. And isn't that nice, a dreamer? So she told you right there for every vocabulary word you'll see in the back is a glossary. And what we also did was try to make it another story in the back, like making the vocabulary words into sentences that formed another story. So it's pretty neat. Between you and me, the reason I like to use intelligent words isn't simply because I'm so and yes, I am so gifted, but it's my way of speaking in secret code. It's like super clubhouse where only the smart kids can come inside. And I want to skip to a part, you all. Um, I want to skip to a part. When I was younger, I heard my teachers talk about the 5 finger rule. You know, the rule that says if there are more than 5 words on a book's page that you don't understand, then you shouldn't read that book. I always thought that was a pretty silly rule. That's not the part I'm talking about. I just thought I'd read it. I want to get to it. Where is it? It's a couple pages that I have marked, that I marked in the book, and I just need to find them. I think it was page 60. And then I will, because I'm not obviously not going to read the whole book because I don't want to. That's silly. I don't want to, keep you all. Oh, here we are, page 60. Is it 60? All right. I don't know if page 60. Let's see. I think I can just type it in, but I'm going to just scroll down. And there are a lot of funny parts in this book, but I'm going to try to go to this part that I saw today that I wanted to share with you. That I wanted to read. So let me go. It's page 60. So. And if you look right here, this is showing how she writes in a diary form. Another Tuesday, one day I had a great idea. It was such an awesome idea that I actually believed that a light bulb appeared above my head. Okay. Okay, here it is right here. It is 60. Okay, 1 second. And that's Dreamer. Come see Dreamer. This is Dreamer. Okay, that's what he looks like. That's Dreamer. My dad always says, Dreamer, the pen is mightier than the sword. And that's a whole nother part by itself. I need to keep going so that I can show what I'm talking about. It's page 60. And it's saying, this is her cousin, who is a very interesting character. He says, I know that I'm talking really loud, so please forgive me. I think, and really, the joke is that he doesn't talk that loud. Did I lose you all? Because I think, I'm not sure if my live is still. Let me see if it's connected still, because it looks like my phone. Um, oh, okay. Oh, you're still there. Okay. I just said Kyle, what? Not Kyle, Kyle L. Daly. You. That's I'm talking to you. I see that you're still there. Thank you. I'm going to go back because I just wanted to find this part. Yes. Okay. Oh, thank you, Jamie. I'm still live. Okay. It looked a little quiet on the scene, so I didn't know. So, page 60, we're almost there. Is one of the pages that I marked. I have a couple others, but for the sake of time, we'll just keep just gonna try to get through it. That's a jail cell. We have to read it to understand that story. How to pick a role model. That's interesting. Okay, here we are. Almost there. Almost there. 60 is coming. Did I pass it? No, I didn't pass it up yet. Running from dogs. Okay, here we are. There we are. Bear's got a I can't get the word out. Say peculiar way. Peculiar way. Peculiar means weird. Way of making his point. He could have just said dreamer. The big house is another way of saying jail. Whatever, Dad. Sometimes parents can be so annoying, right? 2 days until Monday. My dad works the graveyard shift at work. Oh, the graveyard shift is when someone goes to work at nighttime while everyone else is asleep. This probably explains why he looks so tired whenever he comes home from work. And then that's in the cemetery with zombies. Just taking a quick nap. I'll be honest. I know some of you, that might not be the way that you interpret things, but you got to understand a sense of humor. Actually, he looks like a zombie. Now that I think about it, wait, he works the graveyard shift and he looks like a zombie. Should I be worried? Is my dad a zombie? Oh, I'm telling mom. Have you ever had a sleepy zombie make your school lunch? Well, I get that every day. When I get to school, it's always a surprise what's in my lunchbox. You are such great listeners. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get to other parts of it. The ingredients and paste include sugar, flour, water. So I guess Dreamer can eat a peanut butter and paste sandwich for lunch. So that's dad half sleep making the lunch for her. And one day, orange crayons were in a Ziploc bag marked cheese doodles for my princess. Thank God for the kindergartens. They will trade anything for crackers. And here we go. This is the page, one of the pages that I was trying to get to, where the kindergartners, we all have met or know a kindergartner, and it says, I'll trade you my remote control space shuttle for all those broken up orange crayons. Do we have a deal? So do you see the kindergartner is trading something like a spaceship for, or a space shuttle for some broken up crayons? Let's talk about my loving and beautiful mom for a second. My dad says that she is a cheese to his burger, the milk to his shake, the ice cream to his sundae, and of course I am to my husband's. It says the cream to his coffee. Are you getting sick yet? I think I threw up inside my mouth when he said that. Can you say yuck? They even have matching sweater vests. It's awesome that they love each other and all, but do they really have to be so obvious about it? Sometimes they even hold hands when they drop me off at school. How embarrassing. And I'm trying to find, this is the mom and dad. I'm laughing are hilarious because if you knew how long it took me to make these people. Don't get me wrong, my mother's beautiful. She dresses really, how can I say this nicely? She dresses very comfortable. Okay, that is one of the parts. It's so many parts that, and I know I can't even read because the part I wanted to get to is from here to 70. So I'll just try to brush through some of these really quickly and see if I can get to it. And then I'm just going to come back and talk to you all for a second. Okay, that's her family. Everybody waiting to go to the bathroom. Seriously, we had to wait that long, and that was the best that she could come up with. So they're all waiting for her mom, and her mom has a ponytail, and that's all she has. So everybody's like, oh, we're waiting and waiting and waiting. Okay, I think that you know my family well enough now. You don't, because I skipped that part. If not, just try to keep up with what I'm saying. Okay. Oh, this is the part right here. 4 days until Friday. This is a little section that I call Mama Says. Your daddy said what? When my mom was a young girl, a boy in her class would take her stuff and call her cruel names. He would take, sorry guys that are in the chat. This we're not talking about you specifically, we're just talking about guys in this book. He would take her favorite pencil, the pencil that smelled like bubble gum with a fancy rainbow feather at the end. It was his favorite thing to take because he knew how much this would agitate her because she loved it so much. One time, that little punk pulled her bra strap all the way back and let it go. Ouch! He also will pull her hair and run away laughing. Dumb boys. Yeah, for anybody who has daughters that's experienced that. Good advice from my mama about what happened to her. My mama says that sometimes when a boy likes you, he does childish things as a way of showing that he likes you. She recommends that you tell your parents and let them deal with it because sometimes, even though the boy likes you, it still can be hurtful for him to do things like that. Bad advice from my daddy about what happened to my mama. This is the part I thought um, this is the part that I like. My dad says, kick him in the face and take your stuff back. Then make him chew on the pencil that smells like bubblegum. Then take the feather and glue. Then take the feather and glue it to his forehead. That will teach him. Then dad says, I'll be right back. I need to go and look up some all girls schools so we don't have to worry about boys liking my daughters. Later, my dad angrily walks back into the room and says, wow, I didn't realize that all girls schools were so expensive. So, like I said, just kick him in the face. P.S. I learned a while ago not to ask my dad for advice when it comes to boy situations because all his answers seems to start with kick him in the face. How many of you know dads like that? Or are you a dad like that? It says kick him in the face. Dad, can I go to the movies with John? Dad says kick him in the face. Dad, can I go to the prom, to the junior prom? Dad says kick him in the face. Dad, Joey didn't call me today. Dad says what? Kick him in the face. Dad, can I have my own cell phone so I can call? Dad says kick him in the face. Okay, so I'm going to stop it right there, you guys, because I think that those of you that are here have a pretty good idea of what the story is about. And I see that there are four still here. That my private photo on this site. Okay. I see. Thank you, Damien. Yes, I'm still live. And I'm going to get rid of these comments. Yeah. The power of block, the block button. Okay. Block user. Try reloading. Something went wrong. It must. Geeky Girls Journal. Oh, thank you, Jamia. You took the troll out. Thank you, Jamia. I appreciate it. I'm behind. That's why I didn't know. That's quite a day. Oh, hi. I didn't see you come in, of course, because I was reading the book. Thank you so much for coming in. A word of hope. I appreciate it. Yeah, that dad is something in a story where mom, says things a little bit differently. Let me take you all out of here so we can just chit chat for a second. Where mom's approach is a little bit different. Dad's, and I think about my father, how he was with me and how my husband is with his girls. And dad's approach is different. Dad says kick him in the face for everything. He's just like, hey, kick him in the face. That'll teach him to leave you alone. That's quite a day. Yeah, so I thought that was hilarious. There are a lot of parts in the book like that, and a lot of parts that are relatable for parents if you have daughters. And I'm saying daughters because I have daughters and I've been through some of those situations with my kids. But are there any questions, anything else anybody wants to talk about? Thank you, Jamie, again for taking a troll out. I told you didn't have to work today, but I'm glad you did because I was not even paying attention and the troll came in. You just got done eating, Heather? What did you have, Heather? You took a break. Heather, I was reading so long. You see, because you've already heard this story before, and you were taking a break eating, just got done eating. Speaking of eating, I know. I've been on here an hour and 33 minutes. Oh my goodness. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for hanging in there with me. Just got done eating. Okay, anything else? How are you all doing tonight? Since I read the book, I did what I was supposed to do. I did that. Heather ate her food. Jamie ate. Looks like everybody's well. Buddha. I don't see her in here right now. It probably is, but I hope Buddha is feeling well, and I hope that everybody that was here, I hope that everybody is safe and that everybody is healthy. I also want to say, oh, if you're still in the chat and if you have something happening, let me know on the side so that I can come over and support you. Let the rest of us who are in the chat, the other five, let us know what you're doing, what you have going on. I've done my part today. I said I was going to do kids read aloud, and I did. I didn't read the whole book. We're not expected to read the whole book because it's, let me see, 100 and I'll tell you all how long it is. So it's 114. It's 114 pages, but like the last probably 14 of those pages are vocabulary. So all the rest is a story. And again, if you want to hear, because this book, it continues into the next book, which is this one. And I don't know if you can see it. So if you're interested in purchasing it, you should be. They're really good books. If you're when you're ready to purchase them, I should say, when you're ready to purchase these, and now's a good time because they're on sale. Go to geekygirlsjournal.com and you'll see both of these. I know it's light again. I'm sorry about that glare. Here we are. So if you go there, you'll see both of these. There is a special right now, a combo. So go get them. And I see A Word of Hope says, doing okay, just putting up a tiny tree. Yes, I love the Christmas holiday and decorating. A Word of Hope. Doing okay, and I'm glad to see that you're doing okay. We're also decorating. You are tell is what holiday is your favorite? What holiday is your favorite? Tell me that in the chat, and then we can move on. And then Jamia says that she is decorating tomorrow. She's decorating tomorrow. Jamia, how warm is it? You're decorating inside and outside tomorrow, Jamia? Are you decorating inside and outside? Because I know it's nice and warm there. So, do you have a theme, Word of Hope? Do you have a theme, Jamia? Heather, when you're decorating, do you all go with the theme, or do you just, whatever you want to decorate, however you want to decorate is what you do? Do you have a theme? Like, do you want to do like Winter Wonderland or Candy Cane theme, or, do you make it a children's Christmas hot? What do you do? Because in my house, okay. Jamie, yes, both. Oh, okay, yeah, inside and outside. Okay. All right. Well, if there's nothing else, I have kept you all an hour and 36 minutes. I see that somebody just said something. Is it Jamie? It's in the 70s and 80s. Ooh, wait. I'll take it. I will take that. It was 50 something here today, and I was glad to get that because it's been cold. And I think it got to like a high of 57, maybe 58. No, not really. Laugh Aloud. Moved into a small apartment, so not much room. Okay, well, guess what? That's not a whole bunch of cleaning up. Now, you don't have to clean up a whole lot. That's the positive side. No, look, you don't have to clean up a whole lot of nothing. Just tidy up as you go. I'll take it. Hey, Reese from Philly. How are you? Reese, I saw you in the last slide, so it was somebody else's, though, but I wanted to make sure I spoke to you because I hadn't seen you in a while. So thank you for coming, Reese. Reese, we're just here now talking about Christmas. If you're decorating, let me know, Reese, if you're decorating. How cold is it in Philly? If you're in Philly, you may not be in Philly. And I had just finished reading a couple pages of this book right here. If you'd like to purchase it, you can go to the website geekygirlsjournal.com and purchase it. It'll be a great Christmas present for anyone, not just girls. Boys like to read too, and boys, I've actually had some boys that actually enjoyed the book. So there you have it. Boys can read Geeky Girls Journal. It does say Geeky Girls Journal, and for smart girls only, but it's also for boys. Boys can learn a lot from that book as well. Laugh out loud. True. It was 71 here in North Carolina. Oh, you are landed on thick, aren't you? First, Jamie, and now you Word of Hope, huh? 71? I can't even be upset. You all can't. You have no control over that. Just because it was cold here. Actually, like I said, it was doable because the past couple of days, like when I was waking up this past week to take my kids to school, we were waking up to 20 25 degrees, 29 degrees. And I was just like, this is not cool at all. This cold weather, because I do not like to be cold, you all. I do not like to be cold. How many of you feel that way? Do you prefer hot weather or cold weather? Do you prefer it to be hot or cold? For me, if I could choose, I would say somewhere that was just like between 70 and 85, 90, no hotter than 90. That would be the perfect condition. And Jamie, I knew you were gonna say it. I was waiting for you to say I wish it were cool. It was cooler here. You do until that cold air hits you and then you remember. But maybe sometimes like a little cool breeze, but I don't know about 20. My husband was watching something on, I think it was Netflix. It was either Netflix or YouTube TV. And this place, I'm trying to remember the name of it. I don't remember where it was, but it said that it gets to actually below the temperature I'm about to tell you, but the particular documentary they were talking about, it was a negative 50 degrees. Negative 50 degrees. Can you all believe it? Negative 50? I don't even know how people survive in that weather. And this lady that was being interviewed, she said that it's not even cold to them unless it reaches negative 50. So I would have to have on like 10 pair of leggings, 3 pairs of boots if I could put 3 pairs of boots on, some thermal socks, some of those heat warmers, those heat warmers that you can place inside socks and all that stuff. I would need all that stuff, hat, coat, scarf. I mean, I need the works, and I just probably wouldn't even go outside. You like cooler weather better, Jamie? Cooler weather for you? Okay, that's what Jamie says. You are cooler. I don't know, Jamie. Like cooler. Yeah, people say you can dress for cooler. You can layer up, but it gets too cold sometimes. But me, I mean, if it's warmer, then just don't wear as much. Put on a tank top and some shorts and call it a day. But to each his own. I don't like to be cold. My bones. Sometimes I get so cold, it's like my bones hurt. Like I don't know if that even makes sense, but that's how it feels. It's like my bones are throbbing and stuff. And I'm like, oh, it's so cold. Can't be cold. You like 50s, but no colder. Can't stand the heat. See, okay, I'm seeing you all in more cool, the temperature climate people. Okay. Well, word of hope. Like I said, I think between 70s and 95. Oh, I will take that. I'll take that nice and warm. And yep. And Jamia, I lived in VA for 10 years. Yeah, so you already know about this weather. I know you know. I know you know we get a bit of everything. Negative 50, negative 50. Yes, word of hope. I am not kidding around. I wish I could remember the place. I feel like was it Scandinavia or something? I can't remember. It was not in the United States of America, of course. It wasn't I want to say it was one of those places that you can't remember because the spelling the word was so long and it had letters in places that I don't even remember, like TSVIL. I mean, different letters randomly placed in that word, so I can't remember what it was. But negative 50, yes, and they said it had gotten to negative. Was it a negative 25? I mean, it was like unimaginably cold for me. Like I couldn't even fathom. I couldn't even think about being that cold. Like when I can think about it. And when I think about it, it's something I would not want to take part in. But I guess if that's a place that you've lived your whole life, then you, that's what you know, and you know how to deal with that kind of temperature. And if it got warm, you would probably be like, whoa. And I didn't get far enough into the story to see if it got warmer, but I know it was cold and it was too cold, and I ended up leaving the scene because I had some other things to do. But I saw that negative 50 degrees. I could not believe my eyes. I was like, I can. And then people were outside actually like still going to work, still running errands. I was like, how can you even do that in negative 50-degree weather? I have a friend in Minnesota. It gets pretty cold there. Yes, it does. It gets cold there. I came from Michigan and it gets cold there too. I've never experienced negative 50 degrees, and I'm so glad that I didn't. But um, it gets cold, and I'm a warmer temperature person. So um, yeah, anything like a negative 50, mm-mm, no, no, ma'am. When it's 40 degrees here, 50, I'm still like, no, it's still cold. So yep. Okay. Well, The eight of you, I really appreciate you all coming in. I will not hold you any longer unless you all have anything. I will give you another minute to say whatever it is you. Oh, I didn't tell you all that you could drop your links. You can drop your links if you want to do that now. You can drop your links. And I forgot. I'm sorry about that. Um, but if you have anything like anything you want to say, an announcement. Oh, Reese, let me see what Reese said before I go out of here. Reese said 53 in Philly. I'm an old head. I just look young. Kids grown. Any adult books? No, not no. We don't have any adult books yet. The reason we wrote these books was to reinforce, um, just to give my kids some reinforcement initially before we decided to release them to everybody else because they work so well for my kids. But it was just to remind them that they were unique, that they were smart, that they were beautiful. You know, all those things that you probably told your children as well. You know, just to kind of reinforce all those great things that parents say to their children that are true. So that's what we were doing. Um, and that's why we wrote these books right here. So no, to answer your question, we don't have any adult books, not yet. Um, I don't even know if they'll come up. I mean, who knows? And I never say never because sometimes I have ideas and I'm like, oh, let's do this or let's do that. So I'll never say never. Maybe so. Pandy, hey Pandy, thank you for coming in. Hello, Geeky Girls Journal, mods and chatters. Hey Pandy, did you do the shorts thing today? I missed it or connecting. You probably did. I missed that. But I hope it went well for you. Buddha said, born in Miami Beach, Florida. Been here till now. Yeah, Buddha, that's right, because now you're in the mountains. Buddha, which one do you prefer? The Miami Beach, the sun, and all that activity. It's a lot of activity in Miami Beach, right? I haven't been, but I'm sure it's so I think I heard that it was a lot of activity and things to do. But now, Buddha, you're in the mountains and you switched it up a little bit. Which one do you like the most? I'm just curious. Oh, wow. You wrote the books? That's awesome. Yeah, my husband and I. Oh, a word of hope. Okay. So, yeah, because you missed the first, when I said it earlier on. Not your fault because you come in when you can come in. I'm just saying you missed it and I tried to give a spill there and I don't mind repeating it. But my husband and I co wrote these books because my daughters, we just wanted to reinforce that they were beautiful, smart, and intelligent. And we always wanted them to remember that they were special and unique. So the way that my daughters, they really love to read. So we knew that when they were going through certain situations in school, that these books would help them out, that these books would be a reminder, and just remind them that they are the bomb. That's it, thebomb.com. And just kind of put things back into perspective for them because if you're a parent, I believe you are. I believe that most of you are over here. If you're a parent, you pour and pour and pour into your children. But unfortunately, when they get out into outside of the home environment, it's not always like that. People will say things to them to hurt their feelings. People will say things to try to bring them down, to diminish the type of person they are. People will say things just to try to get under their skin. And then also, not everybody likes you. So that's something else that you got to deal with. So while they're getting all the love and all the attention at home and everything poured into them, emotionally, spiritually, physically, when they get out into the world and outside of the bubble in the house, sometimes you have to take an extra step. And that's what we had to do with our kids. They've always been a minority in the school system. So they've heard some things. They've been challenged in lots of situations that I hadn't been challenged in because I grew up in a different environment than they did. And because they were a minority, they were in some challenging situations. So we knew that our daughters like to read. And then when they read these books, it opened up conversations for us to have with them. And it also gave them the opportunity to read without us bringing up the conversation. And I'm one that I like to talk about things. I like to make sure I get an understanding. I like to make sure I'm speaking to that person and understanding where they're coming from, what their feelings are. So with this particular thing, if our daughters were in a situation where they're like, I want to figure things out myself, when they're reading this book, that opened up doors where they would talk to each other And then they would say, oh yeah, I went through that. I understand how she feels. So they were able to relate to this particular character in the book. And then also we'd hear them, so that would bring up conversations. And then when they wanted to talk to us about it, it made it easier, because we'd be like, okay, yeah, so this is what you need to do, right? Instead of doing it that way the next time, address it this way. Try it and see how it works for you. So that's why we wrote these books. And initially, we weren't intending on releasing them. We were just writing them just for our daughters. And so it was more like a letter to our girls. You have to understand the personality of my household. So people are really, you have some sassy people, you have some really sarcastic people, humorous, like we have some comedians in here. So the tone of this book was written to speaking to them in their language so that they can understand it. And it worked. And they would be reading it and laughing. And we just see them laughing sometimes. And we'd be like, I wonder what part they're laughing at. My husband and I, we'd be talking and like, I wonder what part they're laughing at. And then we try to peek, like peek over their shoulders, like, what part do you want? And what ended up happening that was very helpful for us, our daughters would write notes on the book. They would write notes. In fact, I think I have some in this book. I do. I put some of the notes in this book. And these notes were written by one of my daughters when she was in third grade, when she read this, second or third grade. And she said in the book, she is really smart. And she said, let me see, it's so old. These notes are so old. She's totally confused and she knows how to make money. In the book, she was an entrepreneur as well. Dreamer was an entrepreneur. I didn't tell you all that because I skipped throughout the book so that I wouldn't, completely bore you trying to read it. But Dreamer was an entrepreneur. She started a little business, and you'll see that. So my daughter wrote on her notes. I don't know if you can see this. This was written in 2015, you all. 2015. And I found them, and I was just like, oh, I found the notes that she wrote. Oh, wow. So she says she knew how to make money with her super energy water. She made it for sale. She's a regular, let's see. Oh, she didn't make regular water. And then she said, let's buy it. And then here, she's pointing to all the pictures, like kind of writing captions for them. She said she made so much money. And then on this one, she's really unique. She has neon green hair. That's a part of the book where she had neon green hair. Yeah, yes, she had neon green hair, everybody. And I told you, Dreamer didn't care what people thought about her. So that was the other thing. We wanted our kids to know, hey, you're not alone. You're not. She didn't care about what other people thought about her either. Oh, I see the chat moving. Let me address some of you all. I don't want you to think I'm bypassing what you're saying, because it's very important to me what you're saying. Buddha said, oh, somebody said something about a nap. Oh, who said something about a nap? I love naps. I love naps, but I just can't take that many of them. I like when I can take naps. Okay, so Buddha said, and going up north, and hope everyone has a wonderful weekend. Stay blessed and great reading. Thank you, Buddha. Have a safe trip when you're going north. And thank you for saying that the reading was great. I'm glad you were able to sit for it. And I hope you feel better, Buddha. I hope you feel much better. The next time I see you in live, I'm going to ask you about it. Yes, I did. Just waking from a long nap. Oh, see, good for you. Take those naps. They are good for you. And she's saying hello. So Buddha says, yes, I moved to Miami Shores at 15. Okay. That's wonderful. I will be in Asheville, North Carolina, mid next year for sure, due to my mother's job. She has to retake courses for NC Hospital. Okay. All right. Well, enjoy your time there, and I hope that everything works out well for you in North Carolina. I know that it will, but I have always been called a penguin by my dad, and I prefer the cold. You prefer the cold? Why? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. All of you prefer the cold so far. Am I the only one who doesn't prefer the cold? Pandy, how about you? Do you like warm weather? I'm not saying hot. Now, I don't like it hot, because there are some times when it gets hot and I'm like, man, it is too hot. 100 degrees, too hot. Too hot. That makes me want to just like put on a swimsuit and wear it and walk around. But that's too hot. It shouldn't be that hot. It shouldn't be too cold, and it shouldn't be too hot. Like I told you all, between 70 and 90. That's my threshold. I like it right there. That's the happy medium. So I like it right there between 70 and 90. That's it. I'm sticking to it. Pandy's hair care. Buddha is saying hello. I'm sure you already saw that. And Pandy said, that's beautiful. Thank you, Pandy. Thank you. If there are any questions about it, let me know. Oh, okay. So yeah, and she says, right here, she's just talking about Dreamer, where she's special and she is a warrior princess protecting her kingdom. And then she has some pictures. I don't know if you all can see it, but she drew a picture. Oh, see, it's glowing again, Buddha. But anyway, it's a picture of her with some arrows. It says, "Stay away, big mean monsters." So she's right. And then she says, Dreamer does all this really while teaching you. Meet Dreamer and her family in Geeky Girls Journal. Go to geekygirlsjournal.com. So she's talking about Dreamer and she's talking about Season, who is her sister in the book that you all will learn about. Season now is a different character than Dreamer. Season is more a trendsetter and more the girl that other people want to be like. And if you get the book, if you decide to purchase it, you'll see the difference between the two characters. But Dreamer is really smart, doesn't care what anybody says to her. Where's her hair like mine? You can see that on my shirt. Let me put this down a little bit. But if you look, you see, do we kind of look? Our hair kind of looks similar, doesn't it? Hers is a little wild, just like mine. You know, big, 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 big. I like it that way. What did they say? What is it about? Big hair don't care. That's right. That's me. Big hair don't care. That's wonderful. A word of hope says, that's wonderful. Yes, mine. Yes, my only son is grown. It's been a challenge for him. 25. I miss the little boy days. Oh, I know. I finally have an adult, and it is a transition. It's a difference because they're off on their own. They're trying to, do life. And for me, it's just like I've always been used to, kind of having a certain amount of control and being like, hey, let's do it this way. And just knowing that they were present and being able to see them all the time in my presence makes a difference. But when they're off away, you the only thing you can do is pray. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Michelle, how are you today? How are you, Michelle? Yeah, the only thing you can do is pray for their safety and hope that everything is well because they're not there in front of you. You can't see them 24 hours a day or see what's happening. And, you can call them, but it's different when they're not in your presence. So I can understand that. Everybody speaking DGJ. Good. Thank you, Jamia, for dropping the link. Baby. Why didn't you say baby? Okay. Buddha's Journey, you came back? Because I know you had to go. Thank you for coming back. Thank you. A word of hope is saying hi. Buddha's Journey is laughing. I love the call. Buddha, come on. You said I love the cold. I thought you were going to at least be like, hey, I love it warm just like you. But I guess I'm on a boat by myself. That's fine because I don't mind it. I don't mind being by myself at all. And BG, I know what that means now. I know what that means now. So thanks to Buddha, I know what that means. My AC can only go to 60. It can go below. I will put it below. Below 6. Well, Buddha, that's because you were in a hot state. So that's probably why you below 60. No, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, no. I'm the type of person, I had a heat pumping. So I don't, not below 60 degrees. That's like an icicle. Buddha, you trying to turn into an icicle. No, thank you. They are crazy for loving the cold. Cold hurts. Yes, Reese, thank you. Finally, somebody who's listening to me. Okay, sorry, you all. I thought somebody was trying to get my attention. Okay, yeah, I agree, Reese. Like, why do you want it to be that cold, Buddha? Why? Why does anybody want it to be that cold? I don't understand it. Why do you want it to be that cold? Oh no, you would kill me. I need no, Buddha, not 60 degrees. I sure would, because guess what? I would be pumping that heat all the way up. I had the heat on. Right now, my heat is on, and I have a in my own space, I have one of those little heaters, little portable ones on, because I'm cold. I'm always cold. And I know the people in my house are like, it's hot in here. And I'd be like, well, go take something off. It's cold. Go take that shirt off. Put a t-shirt on or something. That's right. The queen wants it warm. I grew up in cold Seattle, Washington. I love the warm temperature in South Carolina. Thank you, Pandy. Welcome to the warm side, Pandy. You see, And my face just got light, didn't it? It just brightened up when we were talking about the warmth and the warm attic. The cold, see, now it's that cold. See, because the people on here who were talking about the cold, Buddha, Reese, and Pandy. Come on. We're talking about a word of hope. I think she said it was, she likes the cold too. Laugh out loud at Reese. Can't stand this humidity in our state, 80 to 100. I'm about to. Now, I know the humidity is what makes my hair do this, but you know what? I'll take the humidity. I don't, but you know, I have to agree with you on that. The humidity can make it. Humidity can make or break it. If it's not that humid, it's not that bad. You know, if it's 80 and it's not humid, you can take it. That's not bad. But if it's 80 and humid, ugh, there's something about that, right? So I might have to agree with you, word of hope, on that one. Okay. Yes, a lot of prayer. Oh, yes. A lot of prayer. A lot of prayer. Like, I mean, I was praying before, but I really be praying now. And I was like, ask the Lord, cover my children, my family throughout the day, every day, you know, before we even walk out the house, we wake up. Lord, cover me. Lord, protect me. When I'm going out the door, it's the same thing. When I'm driving, because you don't even know, you never know. Somebody, you know, driving inappropriately. I was riding in the back of somebody yesterday, and to my knowledge, this was not one of those cars that, you know, automatically drive. And they were just swerving and swerving and swerving. I'm like, let me keep my distance, because they were swerving and jerking. So I don't know if it was somebody who was just learning how to drive or what, but that's kind of what it reminded me of. But I was just like, hey, whatever it is, I don't need to be a part of it. I'm just going to go ahead and move it on back. And look, I put my foot right on those brakes lightly. Let's just take it on back. And I made sure that we were like 4 or 5 cars, you know, 4 or 5 distance car lengths between us, because no, ma'am, no, sir. I'm not getting into an accident if I can help it. So, yes, a lot of prayer, more power. More prayer, more power. Michelle, you're doing good. Good to hear that. Buddha's journey is laughing. Or was 70 is hot. No, it's not. Buddha. No, no. I'm skipping past that comment. I don't even want to hear that one. No, thank you. That's why my dad said I'm Pingle. My dad is from Arizona, Phoenix. See? Because it's nice and warm. And you are a penguin, Buddha. I might have to agree. Because I love it that's Buddha. That is super cold. That is colder than cold. I mean, you're saying it like it's just cold, like it's just a 65 degrees. See, I can take a 65-degree day, but we still know that there are different levels to a 60 and 65 degree. Like, not all temperatures are created equal, because sometimes when I go out, it's 60 degrees, but if the sun is shining, oh, it's a good day. I just have on, I have on 2 t-shirts right now. You all see, I got on 2 right now, and I had on a hoodie on top of this. I sure did. I don't play around, and I had on a coat. But then I took the coat off because it would end up being a little bit warmer because the sun was shining. But I had to be prepared, because if the sun stops shining, then it's cold. So days like that, when the sun is not shining, it's cold. You gotta be ready. You have to be prepared. And listen, we have been here for 2 hours and 2 minutes. Thank you so much, you all, for being here. I, once again, didn't intend to keep you, but I'm so glad I did. I'm so glad we're still here. I'm so glad you are talking to me. And I'm so glad that we're having these conversations, because I had no idea that all of you in this chat over here, most of you, not you, Pandy, and not you, Reese, not you, Pandy, and not you, Reese. I'm talking about Buddha, and a word of hope, and who else? I think that was it. They're the ones that like it cold. So yeah, we're just talking about that. We're having a good old time having this conversation. Buddha the penguin. I'm with your dad on that one, Buddha, because below 60 degrees, you missed me with that one. I'm not taking part in it. My dad tried with his heaters, and I blessed the AC. No, you tried to come. So it was a battle of heat and so it was a heat battle and an AC battle. Buddha, you didn't do that. Buddha, I believe you did. I really do. No, he should have turned that. He should have turned that AC off. He should have. I don't know. No, see, I'm like your father. I would have had that heat blasting too. I freeze everyone. I tell them to put on more clothes. No, no, mm-mm, mm-mm. Word of hope. No, 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 no. You made me get up for that one. Like, you tell them to put on more clothes. I tell, don't put on more clothes now. Although, I will say with the heating bill now, you got to kind of watch it now. Sometimes turn that heat down. So and slept right, pushed up to, oh, you put the AC up to his face. Oh, and slept right, pushed up to the AC in your face. And he had, no, Buddha. See, Buddha, you can do better. Stop turning that AC up like that. Stop turning the AC up. Put on some appropriate clothes. Then you don't have to worry about putting the AC on. Oh my goodness. Reese, let's see what Reese says. Are y'all Eskimos? I know. I'm with you on that, Reese. They must be because it's super cold. It must be. My dad used to call me that too. Eskimo. I see why he called you Eskimo. Yep. Okay. And maybe Reese. Oh, okay. You all are fine. And Buddha, Buddha. Mm-mm. Mm. I know, Pandy. You know what? All we can do is give her a little love, just a little love, Buddha. A little hug. It warm your, will just warm you up. You don't have to worry about the AC, Buddha, because it's all love from Pandy, all love from me. Just don't you feel the warmth? Ooh, look at that. See, you end up getting the heat, didn't you? Did you feel that? Did you feel that? Ooh, did you feel that nice, warm, toasty hug, Buddha? Don't turn that air conditioner up, Buddha. Mm-mm. Hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Yes, Michelle, I'm having an awesome day. And now that I've had some time to spend with you all and laugh, it made my night. So we are having a good time. Jamia is laughing. Jamia, because that's right. Jamia was the other cold person. That's who it was. It was Jamia, and she tried to roll out of here and come back in laughing, or just stay silent. Buddha. See, while Buddha was talking about the cold, y'all take care and have a good night. Going to bake some banana nut bread. Ooh, yes, make some banana nut bread. I know I'm gonna let everybody go. I had two more comments and then we're gonna leave. We're gonna leave because I know you all have things to do. A word of hope. Have fun making your banana nut bread. Pandy is laughing. Good, Pandy. I like to see everybody smiling. And no. Take it back. My ACS system. No, I'm not taking it back. No, I will not take it back, Buddha. No, turn the AC down. Stop it. That's madness. 60 degrees. I would be in there with like a mink blanket or something. If I had one, now I'll just be in there with like one of those real warm blankets, like wrapped all around, almost. I told my kids they wrapped up like a taco. I'll be wrapped all up like this and have some socks on and some slippers in that type of weather. That's cold. I don't know about that all day, Buddha. So, okay, you all, I know I've held you for 2 hours and 7 minutes. Thank you so much for coming again. Thank you for listening to parts of the book. If you would like to purchase it, it is right there in the ticker. Go to geekygirlsjournal.com. You can also, if you go to the About section on my YouTube channel, you'll see that the link is also there. And go look at it. Go check it out. You may see something in the store. You should see something in the store that you like. If you like it, grab it while it's on sale, because I don't know when we're going to take the sale price down. So I don't know. So if you want to catch it on sale, go grab it. Nice Christmas gift for your daughters, your nieces, nephews, whomever. I just know I want you all to have a great rest of the night. And thank you so much for coming in, and thank you for coming in and sharing this moment with me. I really appreciate it. If you haven't shared me out and you want to share me out, do it. What's stopping you? Nothing. It's free. Free. Buddha, we're not going to talk about her and her 60-degree and below weather. Where I'm just going to let that stay right there, Buddha. I still like you. I'm just going to let it sit. But when it's cold outside, I will definitely be thinking about you and Jamia and Word of Hope. So, Pandy, Reese, right. We're warm. I'm gonna keep it that way. But Buddha, yeah, I got my eyes on you. You see that, Buddha? You and Jamia. All right. It was great, you all. Buddha is saying, I'm falling asleep. My eyes going to shut. Buddha, go to sleep. I'm shutting it down right now. Don't worry about it. See, the lights just went off. That means night time. I'm not going to sleep. Buddha, go to sleep. Get some rest. I hope you have a great night. Word of hope. Bake your banana nut bread. Maybe you can show us a picture or a short of what it looks like so we can see your wonderful work. It was fun. Nice to meet you. Nice meeting you as well. Thank you for connecting with me tonight. Word of hope. And Buddha is laughing. Buddha, don't close your eyes. You got 10 seconds and you can close them. I just want to read your comment. Nice meeting you, word of hope. And Reese from Philly said, peace out. All right, so we're going to end on that note. I think I'm caught up. Oh, Pandy said, good night. Pandy, I see it on my phone. I just can't see you on Restream. So, oh, okay. Good night. There it is. Pandy said good night. And Buddha said, thank you and yummy. That's my favorite banana bread. I've not had banana bread. So show me. Let us see what it let me see what it looks like in a short. If you make a short, let me see. Let me know so I can come by and see it. All right. Hopefully that's all. I hope everybody who is feeling under the weather, I pray that you feel better. I hope that your Sunday, the rest of your night, first of all, because it's still a Saturday, hope the rest of your night goes well and that you have a beautiful Sunday and a wonderful rest of the next week. Thank you all again for joining me and have a good night. Good night, everyone in Geek Heroes Journal and everybody. Buddha, get some rest and I hope you feel better. Again, I'll be praying for you. Pandy, thank you for coming in. Reese, word of hope, everybody. Hopefully I didn't miss anybody who's still in the chat. Jamia, I didn't forget you. See, I didn't forget you. All right, I'll see you all on the next live stream or on the next video. Have a good rest of the night. Bye, everybody. Bye.